This podcast may contain adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I am your host, Me.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right.
Coming to you live from literally that little trailer park in Davis, Oklahoma.
Yes. We are not in Texas.
Nope.
So, surprise.
Yeah, we took a little vacation, little weekend trip.
Yes, I wouldn't call it a vacation because, man, when you do stuff like what we did, it just...
I mean, it's fun and I would say it's relaxing, but then you get home and you're just like wore the fuck out.
Exactly. Now
we
you have to unpack.
Oh,
and
yeah. And we took a lot of shit for fucking 2 days.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of people and, I wanted to make sure everybody had something.
So we did a little bit of...
Look at you. No, y'all did a lot of that.
A lot of that.
A lot of that.
Going back to last episode, the whole reason we had the truck and the trailer hooked up is because we purchased a Polaris side-by-side.
Yes.
And we were going to go pick it up.
Yes.
That next weekend. So
this weekend.
This weekend.
Yes, we were.
So what we ended up having to do was borrow a trailer. Thank you to those who loaned it to us.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. And the best part was they brought it to us.
Delivery. It's like trailer Uber.
I know.
Right?
And babysat the animals while we were gone.
I feel sorry for her.
Yeah. Well, the dogs let her die.
That's the story I heard.
Exactly.
That those dogs didn't come to her defense at all.
Nope. They're all fucking dead. When we got home, they're just all dead.
So what happened?
So apparently our animal sitter, while she was here, they have been working on the gas lines here at my house and down the street.
Thank you for proving a point.
My house?
Yes,
I
thank
did that
you.
Purposely.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Just to see?
Because they're working on it, so I figure any work that goes into it makes it mine. Because any work that's done to it is me doing it, so,
Oh, I see where we're at.
For all other purposes, it's our house.
Bull crap.
Whatever. So anyway, they are doing work on the gas lines, replacing them and, some gas meters and everything else. So it turns out we got a thunderstorm at our house, which we were not at.
We always miss the fun stuff.
I know. Apparently a lot of rain very quickly, and some of the dirt settled in these huge-ass holes that they have dug in our yard, and it messed up one of the new lines that they put in. Luckily, the neighbor, I guess, had come outside for whatever reason, smelt gas, and come over to the house to let... our daughter know, because she was the one babysitting the dogs and the cat. Anyway, to let her know that there was a gas leak, that she had already called the gas company, but the dogs are in the house and sleeping, and she's doing whatever she's doing, sitting on the couch, and the neighbor comes up to the door, the back door, because that's where she always comes, because she knows that it's going to be open if somebody is usually here at the house. She comes up to the door.
Stalker.
She knocks on it. And, the dogs never bark. She came all the way in the yard. The dogs never barked. She came all the way at the door and then started knocking. Dogs never bark. So basically, if it would have been a murderer, everybody would have been dead.
I mean, a murderer probably would not have knocked.
Well, that's true, but the dogs didn't even bark. And the funny thing is, the neighbor uses a cane. So she's not like the stealthiest person around. But yeah, so everybody's dead at our house. No, I'm just kidding. They're
and
really
we
not.
come back from the weekend and I walk in the front door and they almost kill me.
Oh, yeah, they were happy. We left them forever.
No, you didn't see Bendy the way she barked at me when I walked in unannounced to to your own damn house.
There you go, to my house. Hey, you know what? The dogs didn't bark at me once.
Well, they like you.
Well, because I feed them.
You do feed them.
Exactly. That's why you like me, because I feed you.
And other reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, food is probably in the top 5.
I'm...
but not
probably the top 2.
But not number 1.
Probably the top 2.
At least.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's what happened here. You know, nobody really died, y'all. So don't think that we're really that morbid or anything. But
I mean, if we could have somehow lost the house and saved the kid, I mean, we could be having a new house right now.
Well, I mean, that's true. That's true. The gas people did come out and fix the issue, the problem. And so luckily our house won't blow up.
Well, that's
now,
because our neighbor, number one, doesn't miss anything.
Well,
she missed the truck out of all the shit.
Yes.
She missed who took the truck.
Yes. So, well, you know, if you do shady shit 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning,
I guess people gotta sleep.
Exactly. Any other time, I really don't worry because, like I said, this neighbor works at the for law enforcement, and this one is just nosy as hell.
Yep.
But that's fine. So we did go to Davis, Oklahoma. We went to a place,
an off-road ranch, off-road park.
Yes, with the new Polaris.
And new to us.
New to us, absolutely. But you know what? It was really a lot of fun.
It was fun. It was a little hot. It was a lot dirty. We realized we need a little bit different equipment for the type of riding we do.
I, for one, have never been to an off-road park ever.
Really?
Like this. Never.
Winning
because you've been, or winning because you got
because
to take
I
me
was the first to take you to do, and at your age I don't get a lot of firsts with you. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Winning. Yes,
winning.
yes. Okay, I see. But at the same time, I think you're insulting me and calling me fucking old, asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, everybody ages. I don't understand how that's an insult.
No, I know. I'm just giving you a
I'm
hard
just
time.
saying, like, you're that old paper bag you got at the grocery store years ago that's been unfolded and you got creases.
Oh, I definitely
New creases,
got
old creases.
Oh,
You've been through the ringer. You were, you know.
Yeah. I get it.
Winning. Okay. I got to do a first with you.
Yes.
Mrs. Always Right.
Yes.
That was a first.
Absolutely, that was a first, and it was.
And I hope we have more.
First.
I hope we have more. It was fun. Yep. I got to spend time with you. Now, typically, when we go racing, you try to get involved, but you can't. You don't sit in the car. You can't sit in the car and go down the track. And
exactly.
We don't get to spend that much time together.
Well, that's not true. When you're lined up for a race, sometimes it does take a while. So I get to stand there beside you. You know, and beside the car. Yes, in
sweating.
The heat, on the concrete, you know, and then you race for your 4 seconds because you got a really fast car.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. And then we spend the next 6 hours waiting for the next race.
Right, not a whole lot to do in between.
No,
except
for sitting in the heat.
Yes. But with this activity.
And we didn't do it by ourselves. We did have friends that go because they have side-by-sides as well. So it wasn't just us because apparently this definitely is something you don't want to do by yourself.
Follow the side-by-side chick on TikTok. She posts our videos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I
didn't know she had a TikTok, and I didn't know her name was.
Guess who named her channel? I'm just saying I'm clever. Side-by-side chick, get side chick.
Oh, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're doing there. That's pretty fucking clever, dude.
Winning.
It's
been a weekend full of wins. I went up rock face.
Yes. Okay.
Out of all, now look.
You got to tell the story leading up to the rock face thing. Okay. Now, some of these trails, I'm not going to lie, pretty fucking gnarly, pretty sketchy as fuck. You got big rocks, you got down trees, and hills,
valleys,
and you're going down these hills, and you have the way that the rock is kind of washed out and washed away. It makes kind of steps, and some of them are pretty steep. Get
a little off camber. You did almost die.
I did almost die once. We almost went all the way on our side, but we didn't. So we didn't die. I didn't die. But we had a really good time. So we did a lot of really sketchy stuff. And then they have this one hill.
Mountain.
Yeah.
And if you want to know what we're talking about, you can get on YouTube. You can Google Cross Bar Ranch.
Yes.
Rock face.
Yes.
And see the hill. Now, I didn't go up the hardest side because I'm just not.
Actually, I mean, it was a pretty hard side because the guy that does it all the time.
It's the second hardest line. There's three.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 lines on that hill.
I know those.
The right side. The right side's the hard side.
Yes,
it just it
is.
I want to have fun. I don't want to die.
Right.
The middle line is what they call the easy line now. The left side used to be the easy side, but it's not now.
No,
but
because of rain and
so we went up the left side. Now,
yes.
We were there that night drinking and watching people climb, and there's some crazy motherfuckers out there.
Oh my God, yes. Absolutely. They were, yes, the people that we went with have been there before, and they said, oh, you definitely got to go after dark because people have these.
It's like the party spot.
Yeah, what they call whips on their side-by-sides. It's like LED lights.
Lighted antennas is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But they call them whips. Anyway, so they have these in all kinds of light bars and lights and everything like that. So it's really cool to watch these things go up and down this hill at night. And they say a lot of crazy things happen. You see people roll over, things like that. We didn't see anybody roll over.
And thankfully, we don't want to see anybody get hurt or their equipment get fucked up, right?
No, because that shit is not cheap.
But you don't.
Right. Well, if I want to see it, I'll just watch it on YouTube.
Well, all I'm trying to say is, look, I don't want you to fuck up, but if you do, I want to be there to watch it.
I understand that.
Right.
Yep, I definitely understand that. But go ahead with your story. I'm sorry.
So we were standing. No, you don't have to apologize to me, baby.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've fucked your whole life up already. So
exactly.
I mean, we're good.
Let me just talk.
Yeah. So we're there at night, and we're consuming some alcoholic beverages. We're on private land.
Not me.
You are the smart one.
Yes. But I wasn't driving, so it didn't matter anyway.
And we are on private land.
Yes.
So no laws were broken.
Correct.
And we were watching, and so we were having a discussion about climbing rock face, and they're like, "Oh, we'll do it in daylight."
Right. Because at night, there are no lights out there. It's not like you got any kind of street lights.
Did you see how big the Big Dipper was last night out there? It was huge. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that's the only kind of light you have is from all
moonlight,
these...
starlight, or vehicles.
Exactly. That's it. That's the only... But as you're going up the hill, you're not going to... Unless you're going up the hill and have your lights on, you can't see shit up that hill.
Yep.
That's it. Oh, I can tell you, we got to see... No.
Oh.
So this is before it got dark. We seen a fucking Ford Ranger. Fucking Ford Ranger go up rock face.
Yeah, but that truck was kind of built, so.
Right.
It wasn't a stock Ford Ranger.
No, it definitely wasn't or anything like that. But we did get to see that. And I can tell you of the night we were there, the coolest fucking thing
the backwards guy
is a guy go up rock face backwards.
That dude had some brass ones.
Oh, there is no doubt. And I guarantee you every seat and every crevice was filled with them besides where he was sitting.
Right.
Because, dude, you don't have lights, like headlights on the back of your vehicle.
I would be willing to bet that guys climbed that rock before.
More than once.
Probably knows that trail very well.
But, I mean, there was a couple of times maybe he got off of what he naturally knows because...
The funny thing was, and I didn't see it, but, some of the people that we were out there with, he navigates that whole rock uphill backwards. Comes down forwards.
Yes.
Stops, loads up his friend, takes off and hits a tree. Just drove right into a fucking tree.
That's what I heard. I didn't get to see the whole hitting a tree thing once he does all this. But as we found out later that night, accidents can happen, and it might not have been his fault at all.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
How is that? So we're driving back from Rockface, and what happens?
Oh, my steering got disconnected?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was sketchy.
And so you have no control, and what happened to us twice? We ran off of the trail and either hit rocks or a tree or something. So
look, my reaction time wasn't the best.
You know what? I don't think that it really would have mattered because you had no way to steer anything.
Hitting the brakes a half a second after you figure out the problem and 10 minutes after you figure out the problem's a whole different
ball game.
I'm just like, here, hold my steering wheel.
Yes.
Okay? I mean, I got this.
Yes.
So,
anyway, yes. So something could have happened to
it could have.
He could have been drinking like y'all were, maybe.
Was he at Cross Bar? He was fucking drinking.
Probably. I don't know.
Did you see it go on out the... Babe.
So
You're the exception to the rule.
I know. I'm an angel and I have a halo that's
okay.
Held up
don't
by
lie.
Horns.
Don't lie. I mean, that's true. But
okay, that's what I'm saying. Let me finish my fucking sentence, if you would, please.
Finish my fucking sentence. Shut up.
Yeah. So we watched all that. We come back. As we're coming back, we did have a couple of incidences with the steering and got it back. We got up early this morning. You fixed it because you're the fucking man.
I had help.
You did have help, but y'all fixed it. You got it fixed. And we were able to drive it today. We go around. We did some pretty nice trails, right? Are you looking at me like that because you want to talk?
Well, what you had said was finish your story, and now you won't shut the fuck up. I mean, I was
finishing your story.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead because it was a lot of fun. I'm just excited because we had a really good time. I'm sorry.
My turn yet?
Your turn.
We
Tag,
good.
You're
you
it.
Sure?
Tag. But did you die?
Hey, the sign was there when we left the park, right?
Yes, but did you die?
Standing down by Rockface, we were all talking. I don't even know where I left off when she started fucking talking.
Sorry, you were talking about that, and then
so
we
were standing
got off
there,
on the guy,
and we were drunk and talking about climbing it, and then a friend looked and he goes, "Hey, daylight, we're doing it." I'm like, "Word, we're doing it." So we go back to camp.
Yep.
We drink, we eat, we sleep, we work on the and that was after the steering failure.
Yeah.
So I get up. I think I was the first one up, and we have coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Work on the side by side, and it's like, let's go ride. I'm like, cool. Let's do some shit. Let me check to make sure my repair is holding up.
Exactly.
Let's do some shit. Let me check my repair, and then let's ride. So
yes, and it all turned out that it was good.
It worked.
So we got to ride for a few hours.
So we do the trails that lead to Rockface. And I'm
the last in line.
And that's mainly because the one I have is so low geared that it's just easier for me to be in back and then play catch up because it's really low geared.
Right. So it climbs a lot of the stuff that we did very well.
Easy. And so the trail opens up to Rockface.
Yes.
And they're starting to park, and you knew it. You looked at me, and you knew what.
I knew it was coming.
Me and you said, "We're about to climb Rockface," and I'm like, "Yes, we are,"
because I knew that you remembered. That's what was said.
That's what was said.
You might not remember about everything that was said or went on or whatever.
Like mowing the yard or taking the trash out. You're right. Yeah, I got you.
But you remember
it's selective.
That.
It's selective. My brain memory only functions certain times.
Oh, I know. Okay? No, I get it. I get it.
And we started up Rockface.
Yes, we did.
And it was a pretty good climb.
It was nice. It was
a little technical at the start.
It was fun.
It had some I want to use the term ledges, but they're more like steps.
Yeah, they're more like steps. Yes.
They're a good foot and a half, and you're getting some good angles and climbing. We made it to the top, and we're looking down at our friends, and I'm like, it's daytime.
And not only that, he's like, "Oh, let's take a picture." Right? Neither one of us took our phones with us.
No phone.
Luckily,
we got to start taking a GoPro.
Yes, luckily
and
you have
posting
two.
some videos of our rides.
Okay, yeah, that'll
we
be
could
fun.
be like rolling with Mrs. Right, because when we roll over, if we crash, crashing with Mrs.
Look,
Right.
I almost died.
I almost died.
I
That was
almost
funny.
died. Yeah.
And then, we made our way down the same way we went up.
Yes.
And then finally talked
a couple of the other...
Two of the three other side-by-sides we had into climbing, and they went up. Yes. The last guy wouldn't do it.
Well, I mean, he is very new. That was only his third time in that vehicle.
Sometimes you just got to close your eyes and send it.
I get that, but you've got to be very familiar with what you believe that your vehicle can do. And I
believe I can fly. Oh, no,
God,
not that. Go
please,
ahead.
No. But I believe that today, him riding with us, he's seen probably more of what his vehicle was capable of than he has previously when he's ridden. So I feel he's seen that it's more capable than what he believes. Now he just has to believe in himself. And I know that he will, and I know he'll come around, and he's probably going to do the same thing that you did one of these times that we go out there. And we're pulling up to park by Rock Face, and he's just gonna fucking send it. I know
Word.
I know it's gonna happen. I just don't know when. But when he feels more comfortable, don't give him a hard time.
I'm not, because if you start pushing people into doing stuff they're uncomfortable doing, bad shit happens.
Exactly.
You can panic. You can get in a panic situation, and
yes.
So, and then
I get
that other trail we were going up, we were going up that hill, and it had that right hand turn, and then it had that rock right on the left side, and I hit that rock, and when I climbed up it, so we're facing uphill. That rock was pretty steep. It almost put the side by side over on your side. Mm-hmm. And then you mentioned, you looked at me and you're like, I almost died, and I lost it because we have a friend that we ride with. His girlfriend was...
Well, actually, two of them have said something about...
Oh, yeah?
Almost dying.
Tell that story, then.
I was just mentioning
go ahead.
That there was two.
Go ahead.
No, you go right ahead.
Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Fuck you.
I mean, can we? I mean, I'm tired. You'd have to get on top.
I don't want to. I'm tired, too.
Can we just look at each other in bed and be like, fuck you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Yes, let's do that.
Awesome.
Okay, go ahead with your story.
She was in a Bronco at one time and went down, and she says she was looking straight down, and she gets out and she tells her boyfriend, I almost died, and ever since then, that's like everything we do is like, I almost died.
Yeah, but remember the other friend as well, they were almost ended up on their side too, so that's what she said as well. After... that happened with the first friend, and then the second friend.
The Patreon member.
Yes, the Patreon member said that something very similar happened to her, but it was on the side, and so she said it almost died too. That's why I had to get in on it as well.
I almost died.
We had a lot of
I had
fun.
a great time, and thank you. Thank you for coming and buckling in, and, we did some sketchy shit.
There was some sketchy shit done.
Just like when we used to ride the sport bike, you don't bitch. No. You hang on for the ride. So
just, whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and there's nothing I personally can do to change it. So just
personally, you can do some stuff like buckle up.
Like get the fuck out.
Right. But you don't. So that's awesome. Buckle up, wear a seatbelt.
I figure if you're going to die, I'm going to go with you.
Or be right there to save my life.
No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't try to save
your
life. Why would I not?
I mean, we would be out in the woods.
So
There's
what?
only a select few witnesses, more than what you could probably bribe. I mean, I don't have the most honorable of friends. I bet you they'd take a bribe over my dead body. I bet you they would.
We'll just take you back to camp, put you in the air-conditioned cabin, leave you there for a couple of days, finish out whatever we were doing, and then we'll come back and call the coroner and go, I don't know what fucking happened to him. We went out riding. He wasn't feeling good. We come back, motherfucker dead.
Why has he been dead for 72 hours?
Okay, we were on a long ride. I don't know.
That's fucked up.
I'm kidding.
At least I die with you. I mean, and then eventually we'll get to go home with you.
Yes.
Right?
I
don't know if I know that or not.
Really?
Really?
Oh, I think you're just, I think you're being dramatic
you
because
think so?
you know that I would give your left nut to save you.
Thank you, baby. That's the ultimate sacrifice, is giving my own left nut to save my life.
Exactly.
There's certain times I think I would just rather hang on to my left nut. I want to die intact.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay,
I mean, I'm already missing a part of my lung. I'm running out of body parts to give.
I did not cut that out, by the way, y'all. I probably would have watched if they would have let me, but I
would have watched if they would have let me.
It's pretty cool. But
I mean, they can technically keep you awake during surgery where you don't feel anything.
They can.
But anyway, what I was saying was, I'm slowly running out of body parts to give in exchange for favors. So just let me keep my left nut, okay?
Okay. So I'm gonna save you as best as I can. I'm gonna tell you that for sure. And I can
love
say,
you too.
Oh, thanks, honey. And I can say that all our friends that we hung out with this weekend, that I would do whatever's in my power to save them as well.
Oh, hang on, yawn. Whew. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no way I would give every effort to try.
Absolutely.
Even if I had to wrap a toe strap around their ankles and drag them back to Kim.
Exactly.
I mean, they're going to be fucked up. I mean, whatever hurt them.
You know what we could do?
And then me dragging them back to camp.
Well, you know what we could do? We could find a big rock or a down tree.
And smash them on the head?
No. And
what's the point of the big rock
to the tree or the big rock and just pull the rock back. That way they don't get all
So it's like a
messed
sled.
up. Yeah, kind of like a sled.
It's an improvised medical device.
If it turns over because they're heavier than the log, not my fault. Not my fault. Just kidding.
So the episode's coming to a close. So on a side note, yeah, we're getting there.
Side note,
they found my truck.
Oh, yes. Yes. So the truck has been found.
I don't want it no more.
Oh my God. They fucked it up.
They did
not find the trailer yet.
Trailer's still missing.
Yes.
Tomorrow you got to call the agent.
Yes.
And work that out.
The claim representative. Yes.
But yeah, they the inside of my truck is not in very good shape. The outside was spray painted to quote unquote, I guess, camouflage the truck.
Right.
But the idiots left the stolen license plate, my original plate, on the truck.
Right. But they did take like the top liner off of your tailgate.
Oh, the tailgate's dented.
Step rails are gone.
Yep.
They're not even there. Radio gone.
Grill's fucked up.
Oh yeah, grill.
The bumper, because it looks like they jumped it.
And it would not surprise me that they did, because apparently they put a new drop hitch on because they didn't like ours on there.
My hitch.
Did you have a lock on your hitch, or was it?
Yeah, I had a lock on it.
Okay, that's why they changed it out, because they cut it off.
Because I had the multi-ball hitch.
That's right. Yes.
Right, with the tow hook on it.
Yes.
I had every size hitch I needed on that one hitch.
Yes.
Plus a hook
So they probably took that and tried to pawn that motherfucker, because I'm sure it's worth some money.
Well, I mean,
so they cut it off. They put a
time out. Time in.
Okay. So, yes, they probably pawned that thing to get some money for it or whatever.
I don't think you can pawn. They probably sold it for a couple bucks, I'm sure.
Yeah, something. So they cut this thing off because they put a new drop hitch on it that wasn't near as nice as the one that you had on there, and just a slide pin that comes with those drop hitches or whatever, nothing locking on it.
No.
And this thing was brand new. You could tell that this sticker on this thing had never seen weather. And all underneath it was scratched up. The ball that was on there underneath was scratched up, dirt all in it. How did that get there if you're not jumping this vehicle? And so how much did you fuck up?
Yeah.
There's
so not only is it
much.
the stuff, it's not only the stuff that we can visibly see that worries me with the truck,
right? But it's
everything underneath that.
Yes,
I mean, is the suspension bent? The steering bent? I mean,
is the frame bent?
Right.
I mean, we have no idea. The good thing is, insurance is going to have it towed to a place that is going to assess damages and let us know every step of the way what's going on with this. And they are definitely aware that, they're working with the insurance company and everything else. So, we'll have to keep you updated on that. We have no idea other than what we know and just told y'all about anything. We're just hoping that hopefully we can still find the trailer. If not, I mean, now
we need to get another one.
We're going to have to buy another one, yes.
Well, we thank y'all for listening. We had a great weekend. We hope you had a great weekend and have a great week coming up.
Yes, and if you know any cool side-by-side off-road places that you like to go, if you have one, let us know.
Yeah.
We would like to visit them and see them. That would be great.
Drop us an email with those locations at meandmrsalwaysright@gmail.com.
Absolutely. You can also find us on Facebook or Instagram at Me and Mrs. Always Right.
And as always, this is the part where I beg for money. Become a Patreon member where you get pre and post show content. It's $5 a month. You help me get a new truck.
I think you can even sign up on Patreon for $1 or $3.
Yeah, whatever.
One of the cheap. I think $1 might be the cheapest that you can sign up, and it's only $1 a month. You don't have to, but it would be nice because apparently his beer is not cheap.
No.
Nor is he.
So that's
cheap.
that's at Me and Mrs. Always Right at patreon.com. So we appreciate y'all listening, and of course, as always, I love you.
Honey, I love you too, and I had a good
weekend. Why does your voice always change when you say that? It's so sweet. Because you got like this stern, like, why you look, you need to take out the, but baby, I love you, but take out the trash. You're so sweet, but take out and do the dishes.
First of all, I don't tell you to do any of that shit.
I know.
Because I know you're not going to do it anyway.
Well, except your voice. That's all
but
true.
But it's true because I feel when I tell you that it's from the heart, and my heart is so...
Are you crying? Oh, let me get you some tissue.
My heart is soft for you.
I just made that crying part.
Yeah,
because you don't cry for shit.
Fuck that crying. That's for babies.
Man, I saw her step on a nail, and it went right through her foot, and she like, fuck that shit, pull it out with a hammer, and went on about her day.
That's not true, y'all.
But it would be if a nail did go through her foot. That's exactly how that would go.
It might be true if something like that happened, but maybe not. I don't know.
All right. Anyway, I love you.
I love you too, honey.
There it goes again.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You have a good night because we're going to bed.
Okay. Oh, God. Can we just look at each other and just one time, fuck you, and then just go to sleep?
Yeah, we don't even got to kiss tonight. We're done.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.